If you are looking for the best travel camera for 2024, well, you're in the right place. We've dug deep and conducted extensive research, and now we're breaking down the absolute best travel camera for 2024. We're talking about the perfect balance between price and performance, tailored for different scenarios. If you're eager to find out which suits you best, don't go anywhere. Stick around till the end because we've got all the links for the best prices in the description below. No specific order, just the top contenders in the game. Ready to dive into the world of best travel camera for? Let's get started. Number 5, Fujifilm X100V, a premium compact camera with a fixed 23mm f2 lens and a design that's been inspired by 1950s analog cameras? Sounds like the very definition of niche. And yet, Fujifilm's X100V is one of the best travel cameras you can buy, as long as you're okay with that single focal length and no zoom. For a start, it takes the X100F's small form factor and adds a supremely useful tilting touchscreen. The advantages are support for touchscreen gestures and easier shooting at low or high angles. Inside, a new 26. 1MP sensor and X processor 4 combine to produce improved autofocus, image quality, and high ISO performance. Our tests found that noise was well controlled up to ISO 6400, while photos had bags of detail with realistic colors. Add in the option to shoot 4K/30p footage on the fly, as well as a higher resolution hybrid EVF, and you've got a properly capable pocket performer, provided you're happy to pay a premium. The perfect compact camera for the smartphone age, the X100V is a great street photography sidekick that takes the series to new heights. Its tilting screen brings some welcome versatility, while the new sensor, autofocus system, and viewfinder make it a fun, engaging travel camera. The fixed focal length won't be for everyone, and it's relatively pricey, but the X100V is the best premium compact you can buy. Number 4, GoPro Hero 11 Black. Thanks to a new 1/1, 9 in sensor with an 8:9 aspect ratio, we think the GoPro Hero 11 Black is the top action camera for travelers. Its max resolution of 5. 3K/60p is the same as the Hero 10 Black. But the option to reframe footage for different social channels without sacrificing quality is a big deal if you like to share your adventures. So is the ability to capture dramatic time warps at 5. 3K, raw bursts at 30 FPS and 24. 7MP stills from 5. 3K video. Physically identical to the Hero 10 Black, the Hero 11 Black ships with the larger Enduro battery as standard, giving more time between recharges on the road. Its updated interface lets you tweak the user experience with Easy and Pro modes to suit your skill level. It proved a polished tool in testing, wrapped up in familiarly robust housing. Improved Horizon Lock and Hypersmooth 5.0 smarts also do a remarkable job of stabilizing handheld video. Stills quality can't compete with a proper camera, but the Hero 11 Black is still an impressively rugged, pocket-friendly choice for adventurous travelers. GoPro's latest flagship doesn't hugely raise the bar in terms of image quality, but it is the most versatile Hero model we've tested thanks to its new sensor. The ability to export videos in various aspect ratios without compromising on quality means it'll particularly appeal to those who post across multiple social media platforms. Number 3, Nikon ZFC. Travel photography is all about capturing memories, and Nikon's ZFC fully embraces the concept of nostalgia. It's a stunning homage to the 30-year-old Nikon FM2, complete with retro styling, dimensions, and dials. Despite the throwback design, it's a very modern camera inside, sharing many of its specs with the capable Nikon Z50. While some photographers might wish for a full-frame sensor, the ZFC's APS-C number does a stellar job of capturing stills and 4K video, aided by reliable tracking autofocus. Our tests found that its 29MP sensor had an excellent handle on noise, especially under ISO 800, while dynamic range was impressive. Its vari-angle touchscreen is also a brilliant addition, making it easy to frame travel selfies or folding away completely for a leatherback look that lets you pretend it's the 80s. The Nikon ZFC isn't as sturdy as the camera that inspired it. There's no weatherproofing, for example. But it's still a beautifully unique camera for casual use. And with dedicated dials for ISO, shutter speed and exposure, plus a customizable lens ring, it's also an easy one to control on the go. The Nikon Z-FC is a triumph of design that offers a different shooting experience to the Nikon Z50 at a great price. The vari-angle screen is also an inspired choice that embodies Nikon's old meets new fusion concept. More advanced photographers might miss the lack of weatherproofing and a larger full-frame sensor, especially considering current native lens availability. But for everyone else, the Z-FC is a great mix of retro design and mirrorless shooting power. Number 2. Panasonic Lumix ZS200 TZ200. With smartphones now raising the bar for point-and-shoot photography, compact cameras have to offer something special to justify their place in your travel bag. The ZS200 TZ200 does that with its large 1-inch sensor and versatile 15x optical zoom. It might be towards the upper end of the compact camera market, but Panasonic's travel zoom continues to offer great value. Its large 1-inch sensor produces better natural image quality than most smartphones, despite the latter's advances in multi-frame processing. Our tests found colors to be nice and punchy, with the dynamic range allowing you to recover lost shadow detail with post-processing if needed. Even at 24 mm, vignetting and distortion is nicely controlled. There's also a handy built-in electronic viewfinder, which makes it easier to compose images in bright light. It's still quite pricey, but this is still the best travel zoom compact camera available right now. While it's possible to recover some lost detail with JPEG files, the ability to capture RAW files with the Lumix ZS200 TZ200 means that at lower ISOs you can claw back a good deal of detail in the shadows for a much more pleasing final image. Try and avoid shooting at higher ISOs if you intend to do this though, as you don't get quite the same flexibility. Lens performance is good considering that Panasonic has managed to squeeze a 15x optic into such a compact body. Sharpness does suffer a little at the long end of the range, but vignetting and distortions are well controlled at the wider end. Number 1. OM System OM5. The OM5 is only a relatively minor update of the Olympus OMD EM5 Mark III, but its combination of talents make it an ideal travel camera in our book, particularly if you want the flexibility of interchangeable lenses. It shoehorns a lot of features into a compact, weatherproof body that's compatible with a wealth of equally small lenses. Most of its skills, including excellent in-body image stabilization and computational photography modes, are also designed with travelers and adventurers in mind. Our tests found that the OM5 delivers excellent video and stills quality for its size, helped by a stabilization system, good for 6.5 stops of compensation, that gives you a high hit rate of keepers. We also enjoy the high-quality feel of the camera's dials, as well as in-camera software tricks like Live ND and in-camera focus stacking, which are ideal for macro shots or blurring skies for an ethereal effect. Less good are the fairly average EVF resolution, 4K/30p limit for video, and relative limitations of its smaller sensor, but these are all acceptable trade-offs considering this camera's size and price. The OM5 is the mid-range model in the OM system Micro Four Thirds range. Apart from some performance and processing tweaks, it's almost the same as the previous EM5 Mark III to handle and use. But that's okay because this is still a smart, compact, and very powerful camera for adventure and travel fans everywhere, with brilliant stabilization, strong weatherproofing, and a great lens lineup.